Hello everyone. Welcome to Selflationship, where you do you. I am your host, Kitrick Taylor. In my personal experience, and not to be selfish, I've learned and noticed that I was forgetting about myself in many areas of just me doing me, ending up in a place of me not knowing what I actually like or like to do by myself. And what's interesting about that is that I've talked to many people and they were in the same boat. So during this past 9 months, I start working on myself, doing more things on my own, and finding out what I like and finding out who I really am. And as we speak today, I feel like $1,000,000. Through this journey, I've learned that when you are comfortable with yourself, you can literally be good for someone else and others. I made a vow to myself that when I get the opportunity to share and help others to get to this point where I am, which I'm comfortable, then I will make sure that I take full advantage and do that. So here's my opportunity through this podcast to let people know that it's okay to get out and do you. With that being said, and with that understanding, that is not being selfish, but highly important to do so. So it is what it is. I'm launching this podcast for those who have already taken the moment or taken steps of you doing you and are willing to come on to my show to share to the world the importance of self-relationship and how, when you started and what you do and examples of what it looks like. I'm also inviting whoever you are to come on to my show and let the world know what it's about. Okay, you can tune in or you can log in at kitricktaylor@icloud.com if you're interested. So remember, self-relationships is you doing you. It is what it is, that part. I'm your host, Kitrick Taylor. Okay, I would like to welcome you all to your show, my show. I want to welcome you all to a beautiful lady. She is awesome. Some of you guys know her through the Inland Empire. She's just amazing. And I want to thank you, and let's all give this lady a great welcome, Miss Michelle Denise Hall. How are you doing today?
I am awesome. Thanks for having me.
No problem. You know what? When I first thought about who I wanted to come on to the show, you were the first one. And just because of how bright you are and what you bring to people, and I like that light. So we're going to get right into it, Michelle. So I just want you to just relax. I want you to just take your time. And I want you to get through to the people based on your life, because I'm also interested, and I'm sure the world is ready and willing to listen to what Miss Michelle Hall has to say. So you ready?
I am ready.
All right. Tell your listeners, who is Michelle Hall? Talk to me. Tell the world.
Well, I'm Michelle Hall. I'm the daughter of Lonnie and Pat Hall. I have 2 children. I have 5 grandchildren.
Oh.
1 on the way, so I'll have 6.
Well, you said 5?
5. I am a G-Ma, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Gigi, though. They don't get to call me Grandma. I'm a Gigi.
Michelle, I didn't know that. 5?
5,
okay,
and I have 1 on the way.
Oh, and 1 on the way.
Yes, so I will have 6.
You go by Gigi.
Correct.
I wonder how, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I do mean to cut you off. How do you come up with these? Like, I hear people saying, I don't want to be called G-Mom. How do you come up with G? Where'd that come from, Gigi?
Well, for me,
yes,
Gigi is gorgeous grandma.
Oh, okay. Right.
That's what I made up. My daughter made me a grandmother 15 years ago, and I just wasn't quite ready. I didn't have that gray hair, and I just wasn't ready for that.
Okay.
And I was traveling the world. I was doing what I wanted to do, so I wasn't quite ready for the grandma title.
Oh, we don't get a choice.
So
in
it
that,
became
though.
Gigi. So I became gorgeous grandma.
Oh, okay.
And Gigi is the term for that. They have no idea that that's what it means.
Wow.
But when I hear it, that's what it means, gorgeous grandma.
Gorgeous grandma. You know what? That's interesting. I'm going to steal that. I'm just going to keep it here. So, when somebody that I know that are, having grandchildren, I'm going to steal it.
Okay.
But gorgeous, come on, gorgeous grandma.
Gorgeous grandma. That's what GG stands for.
Okay, go ahead and finish.
So I guess my
finish it.
grandchildren
Yeah.
will know now when they're calling me GG, they're calling me gorgeous grandma.
All right.
So I have 5 grandchildren. I
Okay.
have 1 on the way, so
Okay.
it'll be 6 in September. I'm pretty simple. I'm carefree. I'm a happy girl. I just enjoy
That you are.
positive things.
That you are.
If it's negative, it can't enter into my world. I don't do negative energy. Anybody who knows me,
Yeah.
that's close to me, they know that.
Okay, so we're getting into the show now. I love it. So that we'll come back to that because I know you. I grew up with you.
Correct.
And you're absolutely correct. So we're gonna talk about go back to this growing up thing. This, and I'm trying to figure out where and when did this fashion thing start. So I'm gonna ask you this question, and you could tell the truth. Or
Absolutely. I'm open. I'm an
I feel
open
you.
book.
Okay. I want you to tell the world, and the world that's listening right now, that's hearing this, you can answer the question too. But I'm talking to Miss Michelle because she's on the show. So I know when I was coming up, I was growing up. My mama, I would say 8, 7 years old. She used to make sure we had these black biscuit shoes. You remember the black? I don't know if
I
you
do.
remember. And my mama made sure that they were shiny. And that was something that I took pride in. Like, I'm gonna wear these shoes, I'm gonna wear them to death. Now I'm gonna ask you, did you, Michelle, did your mom have you wear those black shoes with the buckle across? And I mean, I don't know, maybe, because I know a lot of, when people growing up, but how about you? Did that cross your
yes.
family or?
I was the baby of 2 brothers.
Okay.
So I'm the only girl in my family. And my mom was the oldest
Yeah.
of 10 children.
Oh, wow. Big
So she
family.
never had her own anything.
Okay.
She raised her brothers and sisters.
Okay.
She got married very young to my dad, and they had my oldest brother, Michael,
Okay.
rest in peace,
Okay.
my
Yes.
Brother Mitchell, and then there was me.
Okay.
So I was this doll to her.
So you've always been a doll, and you've always been that.
She always dressed me fancy.
Oh my.
So fancy has always been a part of
Okay.
who I've been
Okay.
and who I am.
Okay.
So that's where it started.
Okay, and I had a feeling because you don't get to this point where you are now, your fashion. You don't get to that point. You can get to that point later, but it had to be somewhere embedded in you growing up. So I get it. So the next thing I'm going to ask you, with those shoes, did you wear did she dress
Ruffle
you in the little
socks?
ruffle socks? The
Absolutely.
ruffle socks. Come on now.
Absolutely. I had ruffles everywhere. Okay. I had the bows in the hair.
Okay.
Like I said, my mom, she lived her life through me vicariously.
Wow. Okay.
She was the oldest of the 10 children, so she didn't get to live a teenage life.
Yeah, break that down. Lived her life.
Yeah, she
through
lived
you.
her life
Yeah.
through me and for her family.
Okay.
And I learned from that not to do.
Okay. We learn from
I
others.
learned
Right.
that
Okay.
you live your life for you.
That's what this is about.
You have to love you first.
Yes.
Because if you don't love you first, then you can't spread love to anyone else.
I love it. That's awesome.
And people don't understand that. You were saying it's not selfish. It's okay to be selfish.
Yes.
You have to be selfish
Absolutely,
sometimes.
yes.
Because if you're no good
Yes.
to you, then you can't be good to anybody else.
That's absolutely the case. I mean, that's what this show is all about, self-relationship.
Correct.
So it really started with you at that young age.
Absolutely.
Wow. Great pick for the show. Great pick for the show. Now, Michelle, we're going to get down to this thing, okay? I grew up with you, okay, in Pomona.
Correct.
Went to Palomars, Pomona High School. And I saw this picture, and it was a basketball picture. Yeah, so, and I don't know why, it's just you stuck out. Like, you was in the picture and you had your knee pads on. You was like, were you the bruiser on the team? First of all, you played basketball, right? Am I right?
Correct.
Okay.
I played basketball.
Okay.
I played softball as well. I want to put that up because softball was my main love.
Yes. Okay, I do remember.
And I was very good at that.
Yes.
I was the fourth batter, which is the cleanup. If you
So
know anything
you know
about
about
basketball,
y'all talking to a sportswoman here. She know all about that. Okay.
I was shortstop.
Okay.
And I won Golden Glove.
Oh,
I
come
didn't
on
play
now.
when he came on the baseball field.
Michelle, I didn't know that.
I know. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
All right,
though.
go
I'm
ahead.
letting
Tell
you
the
know
people. Tell the
now.
world. Go
Absolutely.
ahead. Okay.
Basketball, I played because all my friends played.
Yeah, yeah.
But I was good because I'm athletic. I grew up with brothers.
Well, that comes with your brothers, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I grew up with brothers, and I was a tomboy all my life.
Yes, yes.
Well, not all my life, but till I got to about junior high.
Okay.
Then I realized I think I like them. I don't want to look like them.
Okay, yeah.
So that's when I became more into being that girly girl.
Yes, okay.
But I still have.
Yeah.
I could still play ball. Basketball was our. We have fun.
Yes, absolutely.
Because it was all my girls. We have a sisterhood now, and we were all on that team.
Okay.
We were led by Renee. She
Okay.
was our point guard.
All right. I
Back in the day, we didn't have guards. We had wings.
Okay, wait, hold up. You great teach the world. So
Yes.
what you said you didn't have guards? Because I mean they have guards now, but
Well, it's
what
the
was
same
a wing?
thing,
It's like
but a wing was a guard back in the day.
1 and 2. Okay, the 2 and 3.
Absolutely.
Okay,
and back in the day, we didn't have 2s and 3s, though. We had
come on.
wings.
Okay.
You had the point
Yeah,
and then the
you had
wing.
and that's what that was labeled, right?
And
that
that
was
was
what coach
labeled,
said. You
so I
played
was
the
a
wing.
wing.
Got you. Okay.
Now there's 2 guards.
No, but
we
no,
didn't have
you're
all
right.
that.
The wing.
But back in the day.
The wing. Yes, you're right.
And we were undefeated.
Okay. So wait, now in that, so so we're gonna talk about the undefeated part, but I want to kind of go back to that look. Like, did your coach tell you anything like you're gonna be the bruiser, or
No,
I mean, you
I
never
was
that?
never the bruiser.
Okay, I just wanted
Never.
because it's just your look. It was just your look on.
Right.
Okay, so now
I
we're
didn't play, though.
Okay, wait.
I didn't play.
Okay, you didn't play, but you're on that team.
No,
And
I
you-
don't. I mean, I didn't.
Oh,
play
you didn't
with
play
yeah,
like
I played.
that.
Oh, I
know
started.
what you. Okay, I want to make. I knew what you were saying. I just want to make
Let's get this
sure
right.
you let the audience know what you meant.
No,
she
I didn't-
played. She just didn't play as in don't
There
try
you go.
me.
Don't try me.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna come back to this. We got to go to a commercial break.
Okay.
So, thank you. We're gonna come back. Commercial break right now.
As a young adult, many of us grow up with our dreams inspired from movies, actors, film stars, and many people from the TV industry. We imagine ourselves to be that way, to be in the same limelight, and accomplish the same amount of stardom someday. BFN actually does that for a lot of individuals who belong to disadvantaged groups in society with much less access to the same privileges as us, and most likely face barriers and discrimination entering the film or theater industry. They offer many programs through theater arts and also mentor the youth with acting classes. It acts as a form of self-expression for many and gives them an outlet to practice and certainly move much closer to their dreams. You can contribute with your generous donations in enriching the lives of motivated young adults as well. You can also support BFN's cause by signing up for our BFN All Access app on Roku TV or any Roku device with just a small donation of $5 monthly or $60 for the whole year to get exclusive content only available through our app. God bless you.
Look, that's the girl that's doing it to us.
I've sat back and I've watched you battle this for years now.
I need time to get this stuff out of my head.
I'm Joseph Clark. I'm here to see Jordan Bardwell.
He's a PI.
I chased your cousin all across the country, finally tracking her to Vegas.
She's in Las Vegas.
You always can lean on our rock and our Redeemer. God in heaven.
She has this routine of going to this one park every day at the same time.
But I know which one it is. Watson Canyon Park.
She was your aunt. She trusted you with everything, including me.
I need all of you if we're going to make this marriage work.
I wish I could change things, Jordan. But I can't.
So why'd you come back?
Welcome back to Selflationship, where you do you. Back to my lovely guest, Miss Michelle. So let's continue on with the basketball. Talk about the basketball at school and high school.
Okay, so again, we were undefeated under the leadership of Coach Rob.
Okay.
We went through the whole season undefeated. Then we got to the playoffs. Compton rolled in.
Wait. Compton.
The Tar
Compton,
Babes.
the Tar Babes.
Tar Babes rolled in, and they came through the door talking about, who that? Who that trying to beat the Tar Babes? We were like...
Wait, no. They came in your door, in your school,
our house,
and saying that.
Came through the door. Who that? Who that trying to? And we were like, oh, what's going on here? You
What's
know,
happening,
we
right?
thought we were bad.
Yeah, of course.
Until we met them.
Okay.
Then we were like, oh. So needless to say, we lost that game.
So wait. Was that? Did you lose because they were good, or did you lose because you were intimidated?
I think we were more intimidated. I don't think they were that much better than us, but Coach Rob did not prepare us for the who that coming in. You know, we were used to Claremont. And Upland. The roughest we had was Gary.
Okay,
that was the roughest team we played.
All right.
But we knew them. You know, we kind of grew up with them, and this Compton crew, we were like, what is happening? So needless to say, that game, it was a one and done. They came in our house and sent us home.
But nobody alerted, because you had to know, the coach had to know who Compton was, because they were always great in every sport.
Correct. So, well, I grew up, I moved from Compton to
go.
Pomona at 6.5 years old.
Okay.
So I knew about Compton, but I didn't know about Compton.
Okay, but you just kind of like, I know a little bit.
It's Compton. You know, we moved because the gang violence was just getting started, and my dad was like, not my boys. And we moved to Pomona, to the little suburbs, you know. So I didn't know. When they came in, we were like, oh, what's happening here? So like I said, needless to say, that game we lost, one and done. They sent us home in our own house.
Was it, but was it a lopsided score? Did y'all get blown out?
No, we did not get blown out.
Okay, y'all gave them a game.
Correct. We did not get blown out. I think we lost by maybe 4 points.
Okay.
It was a good game.
No, that's good.
It was a good game, yes.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that you guys lost by like 40
well, they
or 30.
started getting a little rough towards
so
that fourth quarter.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, last 3 minutes or so. Yeah, they started getting a little rough.
Were you part of that getting rough?
No, they started being rough.
I'm saying, but did you give it back? Like,
well, you know, I'm never going to get pushed over. I don't play that. Yeah, I've always been a thick girl. You're not getting ready to push me. It ain't going to happen.
Michelle, I love it. So,
I'm just saying.
So no, that it is what it is, right?
Absolutely.
So let's I kind of want to get back to the fashion thing and the you doing you type of thing. Growing up, was there anyone or two that inspired you on your path to getting to where you were?
Absolutely. Like I said, my mom was the oldest of the 10 children. It was 5 girls and 5 boys. My mom wasn't into fashion. She put pink, green, yellow. Like, Mom, you're not going with me like that.
Wait, did you tell her that?
I always told her that.
Okay.
I had to go dress her.
Okay.
I had to take her literally to the store.
Self-care a little bit.
Correct.
Go ahead. Okay.
Because she didn't care about anything like that.
All right.
But I had my grandmother.
Okay.
That lady, she looked like Lena Horne.
Oh, beautiful.
But she dressed herself. I mean, she dressed her butt off.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, when she passed away and we went to, get her clothes, she had everything matching.
Okay.
That's where I get that
from. So now we getting deep now.
Absolutely.
We understand where that self-relationship, where that fashion comes from that Michelle has.
Absolutely. She had polka dot hat, polka dot shoes, polka dot gloves, and it would all be wrapped up in this polka dot purse.
Okay.
I'm like, this is what I'm
polka
talking
dot out,
about.
all the way.
Correct.
Okay.
And then my auntie, like I said, all my aunties were bad.
Yeah, okay.
But one just dressed differently.
Okay, good.
And I always watched her dress. And when she passed away, she called me to the hospital and said, hey, I want you to have all my clothes.
Okay.
You're the only one of my nieces.
Now, what age would you say that was around?
This was about 6 years ago.
6 years ago, okay.
Yeah, maybe 7
wow, okay.
years ago.
Pretty recent.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay.
every time you see me, I generally have on something that she gave me.
Oh,
not
okay.
today though, but
just
generally, I almost wore her orange blazer today, but I was hot.
Okay.
I knew I'd be having hot
Well,
flashes.
you can rock that later today because you're gonna
Oh,
go
watch,
somewhere.
Wait for it.
I'm waiting.
It's coming.
Okay.
It's coming.
Okay. So
but
that's
those
good.
were my two
Awesome.
inspirational people who I admired the way that they dressed.
Wow, that's awesome. That's a good thing because like we talk about growing up and most of the time somebody inspired you.
Correct.
So I asked, so that's good. So it's always been there, like for you.
It's been in my life. Like I said, all my aunties were bad. Don't get it wrong.
Yeah. Okay.
But she just dressed differently.
Okay.
She wore the hats back when hats weren't fashionable. I have all of her hats too. Just keep watching. That's why I got so many.
So and I see them when she goes out. When Michelle goes out, you see the hats. You see it all. So. And you're talking about this self-relationship thing, which we're going to continue to get into. But now, what I've learned in life, when someone like you come into the room, when someone like you, wherever you go, you're confident. You're confident in who you are. And I've learned that can come across sometimes as conceited. Talk about that confident versus conceited to the people.
Well, conceited is you think.
Okay,
you think you look good or you think this or that.
Okay, go ahead.
Confidence,
Yes, okay.
And like I said, I was the baby.
Yeah.
So in my family, they instilled confidence in me from the beginning. Wow. Yes. Because we had a loving family.
Yes.
My brothers kissed my dad to the day he died because we loved on one another.
That's awesome.
We miss that today.
Okay.
People think that's weird stuff.
Yes.
But my family was very loving.
Okay.
Yes. We had kind of like a Beaver Cleaver kind of type
home.
Wow.
Okay.
My mom was a housewife.
Yes.
My dad worked. He made good money back in the day, And we were a traditional middle-class family. We don't really have that anymore. Yeah. But that's what I come from. So I've been confident my whole life because it was instilled in me.
Yeah.
You are good.
Yeah.
You are enough.
Good.
No matter what comes your way, fight through that. You're enough.
Okay.
And that's where I got it from.
And so when people, and I'll talk about this a little later, but it doesn't matter. Like when people are looking at you in a certain way, that doesn't. How does that affect you, or does it even affect you?
It does not affect me.
Okay, all right.
I am who I am. You love me or you don't.
Okay, good.
I've never worried about what anybody thought about me.
I see that.
And the reason I never worried about any way that anybody thought about me is because I know who I am.
Yes, okay. That's good.
I know that I'm a good person.
Good.
I have integrity. Integrity is the core value of who I am. What I do when no one's watching is who I am.
And in that no one's watching, that comes with what we're talking about, self-relationship. That comes with self-discipline.
Absolutely.
Okay, self-responsibility.
Absolutely.
And of course, overall, the self-care part.
Correct.
That's awesome. You guys heard that. You got to just get this down. This is awesome.
Correct.
And so now, Michelle, I saw on Facebook, and you do this thing, this step thing. I mean, every day Michelle wakes up and she posts her steps and how it works. So I want to know how it works and how does that make you feel, and what is the step thing that you be posting on Facebook?
I first have to give credit to Desiree.
Okay, yeah.
Richie Benson.
Yeah.
We went to school with her.
Yes.
And also my cousin, Tracy. Pandemic hit. And you just at home.
Yeah.
And I was Uber eating and Amazon shopping.
Come on.
So I was like, if I don't get the moving, I'm gonna be fat and broke.
And that's what happened to a whole lot of us.
And that's what happened.
And I said us.
Yes.
Yes, I said us. Well,
so
go ahead.
Desiree was moving, my cousin Tracy were moving, and they were posting it.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? Let me get my butt out this house. So I started.
Wow.
For 2 years straight, I didn't miss a day of doing 5 miles.
Yes.
At least.
She haven't missed. She have not missed. You heard her 2.5 years,
well,
2 years ago.
I missed a few now.
But
for
your
first 2 years,
yes, go ahead.
I didn't miss a day.
Yes, awesome.
And then it was an inspiration to a lot of people.
Yes.
They start hitting me up. Hey, what are you doing? How do you walk? Where do you get your steps from? So I have an Apple Watch.
Okay.
So it counts my steps.
So how does that work? Like, yeah, because I'm trying to get there. Like I walk to the Starbucks here and there, but I don't count. So how does the counting work, and what's your goals?
Okay.
Like, are there goals?
Yes.
For that? Okay.
For me, it was 5 miles a day.
Okay.
But no less than 10,000 steps a day. So 10,000 steps, according to health experts, is what you should meet every day.
That's what they would like for you to meet.
Correct. So as I walk, my watch counts for me.
Wow.
Then you can also do it on your phone. There's apps on the phone that you can, but you have to make sure your phone is with you when you're walking.
Okay.
And I forget, well, I don't ever forget my phone, but sometimes you might forget. For me, the Apple Watch or any watch, they have all kinds of watches that count for you.
Okay.
That's the easiest way.
Michelle, is that easy to get 10,000 steps? Like,
No,
what if you like, because if you're not an out person and going, what can you do to substitute, but you want to get the steps? Go walk up and down back in the block, or because some people don't. Yeah, dance. Okay,
dancing will do
really?
it. I walk my street. I walk my blocks in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
You don't have to go. I used to go hiking into the parks and all of that.
Okay.
But you don't have to do that.
Yeah.
Walk your dog. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
So now, because I started back working, I'm not pandemic bored anymore.
Yeah.
So I started back working. So now getting my 5 miles is more challenging.
Okay.
So what I do is at work, every hour,
Okay.
I get up and walk the building.
Okay.
So I try to do 3 miles before I leave for work in the morning.
Okay.
And then at work, I get up every hour, walk the building, and that gets me steps.
You talking about self-discipline, that's huge, because like when you're working out, like you start feeling good about yourself, and you start, you know who you are now. You on this step thing, once you hit, if you miss, first of all, those steps, what do? You just go the next day and just get them in, or?
It's funny you say that because I'm obsessed.
Okay. Well,
with walking down.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with moving.
Okay.
Especially the first 2 years.
Okay.
In any line I'm in, I just move back and forth.
Oh wow! So you be in a store that people probably think
I'm on crack or something. They're like, "What is wrong with this lady?" My
What's
daughter,
she doing? Yeah. Okay.
My daughter always says, "Mom, you know you look like a crackhead." I don't care. I don't care what these people think. I'm moving.
Did you ever have to? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But do you ever have to announce to people like, I'm doing this step thing? And
do.
Okay.
I do it because I know they're looking at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, girl, I'm just trying to get these steps in. I'm sorry, I got to move. And I've learned that if I'm waiting for anything, like my car to be washed, I just walk around the car wash.
Okay.
Anytime that I'm sitting and waiting like this, I don't sit.
Okay.
I move.
We sit a little long right now.
All my friends and my daughter, my kids, Sheila thinks I'm crazy.
Okay.
They're like, my BFF, she's like, girl, can you sit down? No.
No, you can't.
What am I sitting down for?
Okay, Michelle.
So my body has been trained.
Yes.
Now, let me say this real quick.
Go ahead.
First 2 years, I ate well, so I lost quite a bit of weight.
Okay.
And since then, I got stuck on this Cane's bread.
Oh, boy.
Butter on both sides.
Self-discipline just went out the window.
Well, I still walk.
Okay, but you eat. Okay. All
but
right.
I'm eating just as much.
Yeah.
So it's not working too well. These pounds are creeping back on.
Okay.
But I'm going to get a hold of it. I'm going to get on top of it.
Okay.
But that Cane's bread is the devil, y'all.
Well, we gonna pray that you take that Cane's. but what I do like what she said was, she still walks.
Absolutely.
She still does her thing. And that's huge. And that goes to that thing, self-discipline.
Correct.
And also self-care.
Correct.
Okay. So just, all this you heard her, do your thing, keep the steps, start the step thing right now. Start the step thing, and guess what? You'll start feeling good about yourself.
You do. You feel good. I feel good when I go get my steps in.
Good. Okay. Okay, so we're going to go to a commercial break. We'll see you when you get back.